Hey, this is how to play Eavesdrop by the Civil Wars. This one is very bar chord heavy, and unfortunately there's no real way to make it easier by just putting a capo on, because he does go down to an E. But I'll still show you everything I can on this to get you started with it. The intro is very simple. It's just all that is you're just putting your pointer finger down on the 4th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom, and you're just hitting the bottom 2 strings. So you're hitting it 4 times, and then you're putting your middle finger and bringing it on to the 5th fret of the low E string. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're sliding down to the 2nd fret, open, and then the 4th fret of the lowest string. So 4 on open, and then 4 with your pinky or your whatever finger you're comfortable with on the 4th fret. And that repeats. And then it does that again. Now for the beginning of the verse, where she starts singing, you do the same thing, but right before you get to the pre-chorus, instead of going to the 4th fret of the low E, you go to the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the top. So and then you go to an A, and I think they do this in the background, but you can just strum that A. But if you want to add a little more to it, you just put your pinky 1, 3, 4. After 4, you put it down on the 4th fret of the 2nd string from the bottom here. Then go open again. Then let go of the 2nd string, or the bottom of that A chord. And then repeat. Okay, that's the pre-chorus. Now the chorus is just F sharp minor, C sharp minor to a B, do that 3 times. Now on the 3rd time you go back to an A. And if you want to add that little part, that's just putting your pinky on the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the bottom. Okay, and now this little in-between instrumental between the chorus and going back into the verse is and what you're doing, you're keeping the same shape here, and you're starting off with your pointer finger on the 7th fret, and then your ring finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string from the top. So 7th fret, 2nd string from the top, and 9th fret, 4th string from the top. And you're muting the middle string and the one below. So both of what are below these 2 fingers you mute by just barely touching your finger on them. So, and then you keep hitting the low E open. So you're just sliding up to, if I say 7, just keep this 2nd finger always 2 frets in front of it on the same string. So I'll just go 7, 7, 9, 11, 6, 4, 6, 7. 7, 9, 11, 6, 4, 6. And then it goes right back into the actual verse. But this time it's actually chorded out. So it's C sharp minor, A, E, B, B, C sharp minor. You do this at 3 times. first time they go back to the chorus, it's just her singing, and when they go back to where they're both singing together again, they change up the chords a little bit, and it goes. So you're basically just doing a bar. You've got the F sharp minor, go into a G sharp minor, okay, go into an A, to a B, okay, and that's just that little change you see, and then it goes back to the and then it does throw in another F sharp minor before it goes back to the very end of the song. Now for the very end, it stops on an A, but then it goes to a let's see. And what that is just basically you've got your middle finger on the second fret, third string from the bottom or top, and then your pointer finger on the first fret, third string from the bottom, and then everything else is open. And then you do 6 strums, 6 or 8, sorry, 8. And then you're putting your finger down on, you're kind of covering up both now with your pointer finger. So first fret of the second and third string from the bottom, and then you go into the second fret of the second string from the bottom, but you're keeping these two fingers the same, and then you go into the fourth fret of the second string from the bottom. So I got to stop this to keep this somewhat short of a video. So but that is the basics of the entire song. You should have everything you need, but if you have any questions, go ahead and comment and I'll try to help if I can. Otherwise, good luck.